with Zegras, and here's Hughes over the line. Hughes moving in, got the shot. Save made. Hughes scores on the rebound.
Ryan chips out ahead, and a lead pass finds Kako in alone. Kako back headshot scores.
Capo, back in April, Patrick Laine shares the same age as you. So that felt that you should go first overall. What does that mean to you to get that type of support from a guy like Patrick Laine?
Yeah, I think he want to be number one, and of course I want also.
Why are you deserving of the first overall pick? What would you say?
I don't think I need to convince anyone on that. I think the Devils have watched me play probably 50 times over the last 2 years. So, I mean, for me, I don't think I'm at the point where I need to convince anyone why I should go first overall.
Define success for me.
Say in life, it's kind of making a purpose and achieving that, right? Dedicating your life to something, or dedicating time to something, and ending up achieving it and maybe doing better than that. Me personally, it'd be a Stanley Cup, just because that's something I've dreamed of my whole life. I think that's why every hockey player at this level plays.
I think with Jack, it was a little bit different, just because obviously an American kid, and but he's been in the spotlight for 3-4 years at least, and then you see how he is, what kind of player. I mean, he's the skill and agility, and I say hockey sense and just instincts is amazing.
What do you know about yourself or about your game that you might not have known if you just stopped playing at the U18s and didn't go to the World Championships?
The easy thing to do for me was to go back home, golf every day, hang out with my buddies until we leave for the Combine. That was the easy thing to do. I mean, I just broke Ovechkin's record. I had 20 points in 7 games. I felt like I had more left in the tank. And I did the hard thing, which was go to Men's Worlds, play a third-line center role. And I feel like I did that all for the experience, to play against men and be around men.
Do you have any fear at all of next season, coming into the best league in the world?
No, I don't think there's any fear. I mean, for me, that's something I've dreamed of my whole life. For me, I read and react. I think that when I have time and space, I can either score, I'm a threat to score, or a threat to make a really nice play. It's exciting to me, I think. I think that'd be unbelievable playing in the NHL as an 18-year-old.
You can see he's got the confidence of himself, he's got the confidence of his teammates and his coaching staff, and the same thing that, go to the World Championships, see Capo Kako. It's just, well, looking at these two players, they're difference makers and how they play, and they're just so different. And starting at number 3, there's some really, really good players, but what will happen at number 3, you can talk to from 3 to 5 or 3 to 10, every team might have a different list. Those players have distinguished themselves. I mean, Jack threw over the course of a few years, I think, and Capo Kako certainly over the course of the last year in particular, especially at the World Juniors, what he's done is league. There's no red flags on either player, and because you're doing this for the long term, the long term of your franchise, and you're not going to take a first or second pick just because you can play next year. Looking at these two players, they're difference makers, and the NHL and the Devils and the Rangers will be benefactors. 2 great young players coming to the league.